A note on Harvey, a film, a comedy about Harvey, who is a tall, 6 foot tall rabbit, a puka. Indeed, I was thinking this with a subject like that, with a hero like that, it has to be a comedy or a horror film. I mean, wherein the big rabbit is perhaps also science fiction, coming from some other planet where rabbits are intelligent, like Planet of the Apes. Well, Planet of the Apes actually has a good thinking behind it, because for one thing, we can end up finishing this planet. It's not unlikely, global warming and so on, and since we descended from monkeys, for those who are not creationists or deny evolution like the vice president of the US, and I don't know about that Donald, I don't know if he thinks anything. As comedians keep saying, he acts like tweets like, talks like a 5-year-old child who just doesn't have enough toys yet. Or, as Philip Roth said, he talks Jerkish, not English. He has 70 words, and what he speaks should not be called English, but Jerkish. Supposedly because he's a jerk. And in that kind of movie, you have a rabbit coming from someplace and killing people off or something. And that's a possibility. Then again, since I mentioned that, Donald, why do I say it's improbable? I mean, a white tall rabbit is improbable when you have something like that in a White House. A year ago, it sounded as silly, as incredulous as a tall white rabbit. Elwood P. is played by James Stewart, wonderful actor. He played this to perfection. And he keeps walking with and talking to this giant, invisible to others except him. Well, up to a point. His sister, after she's driven nuts by this kind, otherwise gentle Elwood, says at one moment, in the wrong place, in the cabinet of a doctor, that she ended up seeing this Harvey all the time, living with us in the house. Harvey, and then someone else sees him. So we're getting to the point where Harvey is present somehow. Anyway, there is a difficult question with a philosophical and psychological impact, I would say. At one point, after all this, the trouble with the maids, with the guests who go out of the house when Elwood comes around and he introduces Harvey. Look, Harvey, my friend here, let me introduce you. She says we have to have him committed. Talks to her daughter, and he's in the cabinet at one point, and then we have this question of this issue. What do we do now? Do we have this gentleman, kind, friendly, sociable. He invites all sorts of people to the house, come over for dinner, taxi drivers, people at the gate, even a man who had spent some time in jail. But he's friendly to everybody. Or the alternative is mentioned by this taxi driver. You see, when I take people here so many times. I mean, for over 11 years I've been doing this trip here too. And when they come here, they're nice. We stop, we look at the stars. It's beautiful. They enjoy it. They laugh. They're friendly. They're likable. And they come here and they get this shot. And on the way back, well, they're gone. Not anymore. They're not. And the sister realizes she has to answer this question. do I want this guy or something else? And I was thinking in terms of psychology as a classic influence by Robert Cialdini. And he talks there, Cialdini talks about satisficers and maximizers. People who are not, and in The Paradox of Choice by Barry Schwartz, with so many options. Is it good? What the impact is? Satisficers are those who are happy with very good, well, good enough. Maximizers are those who want perfection. And they tend to be less happy in general because, of course, we know about perfect, about being satisfied with nothing but the best. That's a frustrating stand to take. Otherwise, the comedy is excellent with many wonderful moments, and I wish you see it. Enjoy.